Hey guys, yeah, I think I'm going to continue with this series of asking tough questions. And this one is credit to Candice in Canada. She asked me an interesting question that actually kept me thinking for quite a while. We were debating the other day, just chatting on WhatsApp, on this crypto land and the world of everything crypto, and she was explaining me like how this crypto land works and so on, like you buy this and a lot and etc. And as she was explaining it to me, she mentioned about distances within the crypto space that is measured in meters. And because she was mentioning that there's this other lot that is like 50 meters away from her lot in this crypto land. And I asked her, like, 50 meters? Like, what do you mean by 50 meters? And I said, like, yeah, 50 meters away. And I'm like, why you need to measure something in virtual reality or in this, in metaverse, in a the digital realm? I mean, I think it was just pretty much limitless. And then she was just telling me, like, I know it's usually measured in meters, which is a physical convention, in order to parcel it out and then sell it and so on. And then I'm like, that's interesting. That is interesting. And then that is interesting in the fact that you're introducing these limitations, these dimensions, into a universe that could be limitless. And also I started asking about time and the day and night, and she's like, yeah, you also have time, you also have an hour of time, so time goes in one single direction, etc., etc., etc. So it's pretty much like actual reality. And that kept me thinking, like, why, but I'm asking genuinely, like, why do we need to, or why the necessity for this new lands or new piece of lands or these digital lands or digital expressions in general? Why they need to follow the same conventions as the real world when it's kind of like limitless, or offers with the possibility to be limitless? Then obviously I start thinking about surrealism, and that's the question that the next topic that I had when we had the conversation, like look at surrealism. Surrealism was actually questioning this physical border, this physical that is structuralism of having the physical borders, and they questioned that, and then went into this kind of like a dream figuration that they were absolutely surreal and limitless and timeless. I mean, one thing, for example, when you look at Salvador Dali's, I mean, his famous work about the clocks, I think he's expressing that particular thought that in the world of realism, time is irrelevant. And that kept me thinking, like, why is it right to when we confront them with this like a new technologies, and especially like a new reality technically, is it appropriate to limit it to the same dimensions that we have here? Can we go wider? Can we just let it run loose and create something that is limitless? Or perhaps create a new dimension, redefine new dimensions? I don't know. I invite anybody to help me with this question. I personally think that if you get a space to very good artists, they will create the most fascinating, limitless, borderless, dimensionless expression that we can well, not think about it, because we are rational people. We are always bound by our little boxes, but art can give us that answer. I think good artists can take those venues and just express it in incredible ways. So I don't know, that really kept me thinking in if there's a necessity, or if it's prudent to limit these new possibilities? Are we doing it because of comfort? Are we doing it because of fear? Are we want to do it because of money? Is there a sinister force behind it because they want to monetize and therefore they need to make it measurable? I don't know. I think it's a big question. I find it personally a big question, especially when we are thinking about a world where internet is going to be prime. So I would like to hear thoughts from other people, what they think about limiting cyber reality, if I can call it that way, by the same structures as the real world. And I don't know. I mean, I'm doing this because I think it was the responses that I got on my previous question were quite interesting. I want to thank a lot of people that sent me messages. They found it quite intriguing, and it led to interesting conversations on postmodernism. I think I had a incredible conversation about postmodernism and when postmodernism actually came up to be, and then we discussed Marxism and we discussed Duchamp's, and I mean it was quite fascinating. So and I mean probably you guys know, and the people that are close to me know that I'm in this mission to bring critical thinking back into today's world. I think we need it. I mean, especially now with Facebook trying to sell Instagram to the kids. So we cannot stop that, but what we can do is tell our kids to teach them how to be critical thinkers. So I don't know. First of all, I'm having a lot of fun doing these questions, and secondly, yeah, I think it's nice engagement, and I don't know if you find it interesting, do send me messages, and I'm more than happy to respond and engage in crazy conversations. So do let me know what you guys think. Is it really worth it limiting cyber reality to the same rigid conventions that we have in terms of time and space and entropy and so? Let me know. Glad to hear from you guys. Cheers.